Kuljit's incredible conviction and determination was going to pull this off. And it's astounding that we get from late last August to early this April and have a real publication. And I want to say that this is Kuljit's book, but an enormous number of people from Cornerstone barristers have contributed to this by advising, by helping, by editing, and by contributing. So it's very much a Chambers publication. So there's a lot of passion in our place. We like to think about service, we like to think about being collegiate, we like to think about being friendly. And that is really what underpins the whole concept of this Cornerstone series. In everything we're writing now, we're not trying to write as lawyers. We're trying to remember that there's a reader there who might not have time to read 1,000 pages worth of text. So we're trying to write human. We're trying to put things in text boxes. We're trying to write bullet points because there's a busy ASB officer who needs to know what the law is or what they can do, what they can't do. They don't want to read through, hundreds of bits of cases and ratios and head notes or whatever. They want to know what the law is and how to get it done. So this is the first book in this new series, Cornerstone. It's got our logo on the front, which I'm extremely pleased about. And we're following it up with Cornerstone on counsellors' conduct, which is coming out next month. And shortly after that, we'll have Cornerstone on the planning court. And the idea, we're servants to local government, we're servants to the public sector. The idea of all these books is that we really hope to build up a library, a practical library of friendly, helpful, more than manuals, less than textbooks for the public sector. So all speed to them, and I hope they do really well. I'm extremely proud of Kuljit, and I know her family are all here, are extremely proud of her. She's worked for it, and she's earned it, she deserves it, and we're very proud of her in Cornerstone barristers as well. I just want to say one other thing. I love a nice book. If anyone had ever said to me, write something for a website or whatever, to be honest, I couldn't bring myself. I love a book. I love the feel of a book. I love the sense. It arrives on your desk and you've written the book. It's a wonderful thing. And if you're going to write a book, who better to publish the book than Bloomsbury Professional? I've written one book with them before, so this is the number 2 book from the Cornerstone series, essentially, that's come out of here, and they are unfailingly wonderful, helpful, friendly, expert people, from the commissioning people, Leanne, who I phoned you up, I think on my birthday actually, and said, what about this book? I phoned you up from walking around the East End and said, what about this book? And you called me and said yes, and it was one of the happiest days. So Leanne's been wonderful, Hannah Johnson, I can't name everybody, Martin Casimir at the head of everything. They're just lovely people to work for. I'm thrilled by the idea that we're being published by the same publishers as Harry Potter, and our aspiration is to sell even more copies. That's what we're going to do, isn't it? Thank you really very much indeed for coming. I hope you have a lovely evening, and don't forget to buy the book. Thank you. And I'm going to give you
Thank you very much, everybody, for making it here tonight. I know everyone's got really busy schedules, and I really appreciate taking time out to come and celebrate with us. Philip's right. We had a conversation one lunchtime in my garden, and because I've been on maternity leave and have been breastfeeding for some time, I hadn't had a drink in a while. We've had a couple of glasses of wine.
Where's this going, Carl?
I remember saying to Philip, oh yeah, I can do it because I can write it in a week, and I'm up for that. And thinking, it's just one of those sort of throwaway conversations, and it's never going to come to anything. And a couple of weeks later, having liaised with Leanne, we've got a book contract. And I think, now I've actually got to put the work in, and it took a lot longer than a week to write. And I've had an awful lot of help, as Philip said, in terms of the content. Both Philip and Manjit Bose, who I was lucky enough to have as my pupil masters, have spent an awful lot of time in reading actually the entire text and having their input and having their ideas on it. So we've had input both from Philip and Manjit, but also from a lot of other members of the Cornerstone housing team, and I'm very grateful for them having taken the time to look at it and give me their ideas and their feedback. There are a couple of people I have to mention specifically because of just the amount of time they spent. Jenny Oscroft, who I haven't seen here tonight, but I think is due to come, has spent an awful lot of time and energy on the book, provided her ideas, and some really great feedback. I'm very grateful to her in terms of her input. And the other person who's really been a great source of inspiration and support is Stuart McNair. Where are you, Stuart? There you are. Stuart is the man who is the author of the list of prohibitions at the back of the book, which I've had access to for a number of years now, and have used frequently, and I thought it was about time to spread the word as far as Stuart's work is concerned. He's done over 65 ASBOs in his time, so really a wealth of experience that I've been lucky enough to draw on, and I thank him very much for that, and thank all the Cornerstone team. In fact, my clerks, Elliot and Al, who've managed me and my diary and made sure that I've had the time to earn some money doing some work, and also been able to write the books. I'm very grateful to them. Bloomsbury have been fantastic, right through to the initial contact with Leanne, who's persuaded Bloomsbury that it was a great idea, much to my surprise, I have to say. And others that have been in the background. I know there's been several, but Hannah Johnson, Jenny Lank, to name a couple of the people who've been working very hard in the background. Alan in Facilities, who's been helping organise things today. I'm very lucky to have had the support of everybody at Bloomsbury, so thank you very much. Clients. There would be no contact without clients, so I'm very grateful to all of those people that have sent me instructions and have given me something to talk about in the book, and have formed the basis of many of the case studies in the book. And again, there's one team in particular that I have to thank, and that's Jenny Fraser and her team at Croydon, and Sharon and Chris are both here. A big shout out for you guys, and you'll recognise, you and others in the room will recognise some of the cases that you've instructed me on that feature as the case studies, so that you'll know, so-and-so case that we did together. So many of them are real cases, and I wouldn't have that material to talk about unless I'd had your support, so I'm very grateful for that. I should mention that I've also, in addition to everybody else that supported me, had a massive support from my family, who are here, and my husband Indy and my daughter. So, and where are we without our families? So I'm very, very, very grateful for that. And it's with that in mind that we're raising some money today for a charity called SANS. And I want to thank Bloomsbury for donating the prize to, it's a box set, and it's just behind you there, one. Just move to the side ones a second. They donated a box set of the Harry Potter books as the first prize, and then Deepak from Pink Turban, who have provided the catering tonight, and Deepak's just in the corner over there, has provided a meal for two as the second prize. So we've got some great prizes on offer. So if you haven't bought a ticket yet, please do buy a ticket. It's a great cause, and the Lindy's Workplace have offered to match any sums we raise, so I think there's scope to raise a decent chunk of money tonight. We are still selling raffle tickets, so if you haven't had a chance to buy one, there's still some time. We hope to do the draw in about 10 to 15 minutes. So thank you very much, and thank you for coming.